You see, with the power of makeup, a woman can go from this to this. But with the power of grooming, a man can go from this to this. You just need to know how to do it correctly, which is why today I'm going to show you a 7-step grooming system that will completely transform how attractive you are. Let's get started. Number 1, you're gonna remove nose hairs with a sugar wax. Look, if you're a guy that doesn't trim their nose hairs, you have to understand every girl you talk to will be shorter than you. Anytime she looks up, she's gonna be staring at a jungle. So I'm gonna show you how to remove your nose hairs at home, even if you don't have a nose hair trimmer, just with sugar. To start, you're gonna go to your kitchen, combine a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and 1 tablespoon of water inside of a bowl. Then you're gonna place that bowl in a microwave for 2 minutes. After that, let that mixture cool down for a few minutes. It should be warm, not boiling hot. Then, using a cotton swab, you're gonna grab some of that mixture and use it to apply inside of your nostril. Then you're gonna let it sit for a few seconds and rip it off. Now, I promise you, it actually doesn't hurt, and it's a free wax at home to keep your nose hairs clear. So now any girl you talk to, you won't have that destroying how you look, but that's not gonna be enough. If you truly wanna look attractive with the power of grooming, you need to follow these next 6 steps I'm about to show you, which takes me to number 2. You're gonna use lip balm on your eyes. You have to understand that your eyes have a massive impact on how attractive you are, because humans use them to judge what your intentions and your true emotions are. As a matter of fact, in this study, they found that when a man had bags or wrinkles under his eyes, they were seen as a guy that's either nicer or more submissive. And on the flip side, a man that didn't have bags or wrinkles under his eyes was seen as more dominant, which is a trait we all know to be deemed attractive. So, because I want you to be dominant, I want you to be more attractive, I'm gonna show you how to get rid of those bags under your eyes every time you're tired using lip balm. To start, I want you to use a lip balm that's designed to moisturize your lips and has no other medication. If you wanna go the most natural route, this is my favorite type of lip balm, Vaseline. It's affordable and it works great. You're gonna grab a little bit of Vaseline and you're gonna apply it right under your eyes on both sides. Now, when you do this, you wanna make sure you get a good coat and then let it sit for a few seconds. I say at least 30 seconds. Because I don't want you walking around with shiny eyes, your final step will be to grab a clean washcloth and just lightly dab after 30 seconds to dry out some of that shininess, and your eyes are gonna pop after this. Because within seconds, you're gonna look less tired and your eyes will look more hydrated, which in turn will decrease the chances of bags under your eyes, even if you are tired, making you look more attractive. Number 3, make your eyebrows sexually dimorphic. Sexual dimorphism is the differences that make men and women attracted to each other. For example, men tend to prefer women with thinner eyebrows, versus women tend to prefer men that have thicker eyebrows and see them as more attractive. That's sexual dimorphism. So I'm gonna show you how to have thick, attractive eyebrows in 3 easy steps. First, the same lip balm or Vaseline that you applied on your eyes, I want you to grab a little bit of it and apply it to your eyebrows. This is gonna hydrate the hair of your eyebrows, similar to how you hydrate the hair on your hair. When your hair is hydrated, it fills up and it appears to be thicker. On top of that, it's gonna help structure your eyebrows and keep them all organized into one place. Then, I want you to grab a small comb after you've applied that and brush your eyebrows upwards. This is gonna give the appearance that your eyebrows are thicker than they actually are. But here's the final step. I want you to keep that comb and then place it on the corner of your eye. What you're gonna notice is that there's gonna be a ton of hair past that. I want you to get rid of everything past it. What's gonna happen is this is gonna shorten your eye and keep it symmetrical to your face, but the shorter the eyebrow looks, the thicker it looks. When you combine all 3 steps, you end up with clean eyebrows every single time. And think about it, by this point, we've removed all our nose hair. You've removed any bags under your eyes to make your eyes stand out, and now you've thickened your eyebrows. This is what the power of grooming can do for a man, but there are still 4 more key areas I want you to enhance to truly change your appearance. Let's keep going. Number 4, improve your hair quality in 3 easy steps. You see, hair can make any man more attractive if it meets 3 specific criteria: hair thickness, color density, and hair fullness. So it doesn't matter what hairstyle or hair texture you have, if you can optimize these 3 categories, you'll always look amazing. So I'm gonna show you 3 easy steps to optimize these 3 categories. Let's start with the first one, which is hair thickness. For men, this is the scariest one. This is why I was starting with this one, because It can be compromised as soon as you start seeing any signs of hair thinning, which according to a study by the National Library of Medicine, you can start experiencing hair thinning as early as 18 years old. Now, the easiest way to know if your hair is starting to thin is if you can start to see your scalp, kind of like what you're seeing in this picture. Now, I've got good news for you. You can make your hair look thicker and cover up any of that thinning if that's what you see with a homemade sea salt spray. To do that, you're gonna need to somewhat grow out your hair a bit for a few weeks, but then you're gonna mix 1 cup of warm water with a tablespoon of sea salt into a spray bottle. Now, you can just spray your hair with the solution, and the water is not only gonna thicken the hair, as you work it in, it's gonna give your hair more texture, curls, and waves, which is gonna cover up a lot of the thinning. This is just to cover it up, but it gets to a point that you can no longer cover it up. So the best thing for you to do is do what I do. I've been using a hair loss product for the last 3 years because hair loss is in my family. And according to science, if you start using hair loss products before you've lost your hair, your chances of keeping it all increase. The one I use is from Keeps, and I like it because it gets delivered to my door, so I don't even have to think about it. And it's easy. It's a foam, you apply it, I dab it in, I work it through, and then I'm out the door. It takes you 2 seconds and it's gonna save you the rest of your life. The second criteria to have amazing hair is color density. Now, your biggest threat to color density is what we call crown thinning. In other words, when you start getting a bald patch on the top of your head, which is hard to catch at first, and it will look something like this. Now, the best way to improve color density is allowing your hair to grow out and get a push back hairstyle. So when you're at your barber or when you get out the shower, just push back your hair, and that's gonna cover up some of that thinning while also making your hair look thicker. And if you combine this with the previous tactic of using a sea salt spray, which actually thickens your hair, you're gonna overall end up making your hair look darker, which means it's gonna look healthier. Again, this is just a way to cover it up. You need to treat the source though. So do what I did previously. If you are seeing crown thinning, use some sort of ingredient that can help stop hair loss. There's only 2 FDA generic medications that have been clinically proven to do so. And the reason I recommend Keep so much is that it's the most affordable you'll find online. And when I do my stuff, I always look at reviews. Keeps has the most 5-star reviews of any other brand, which is why it ended up being my go-to, and it's the one that I want you to use as well. Now, the third thing you need to have amazing hair is hair fullness. This is the one where most men fail, because this refers to how much hair you have on your entire head. Now, if you have a full head of hair, for the most part, you'll be good. Or at least that's what you think. Remember, most men can experience hair loss as young as 18 years old, and they don't realize it until it's too late. But the one thing you can always realize is a receding hairline. So forget about density. If you notice your hairline is being pushed back and you start developing an almost M-like shape, whether in your left or right corner, this means you are experiencing hair thinning. Now, to make it look full, the best thing to do is obviously go to a barber, have them line up your hairline so it looks straight. Anytime you get that M shape, it's obvious you have a receding hairline. So a barber will usually line that up well for you. But another thing you can do is use a thickening hair product. So I have this thickening pomade from Keeps. There's several ones that you can find online, and most of them will have natural ingredients like biotin, which is healthy for your hair. But when you use a hair product, even on low hair like mine, it ends up covering any thin areas to make your hair look thicker. The point here is, boys, if your hair is thinning, you need to make it look healthy with the 3 tricks I just showed you. And if you really want to solve the issues, you need to check out Keeps and start using medication that has been scientifically proven to save the hair you have. And thanks to Keeps for sponsoring today's video and for the free product. If you guys want to check it out, head over to keeps.com/TMF and get your special offer. Individual results may vary. Number 5, make your skin glow with Vaseline slugging. Vaseline slugging involves applying a thin layer of Vaseline to your skin after your morning or nighttime skincare routine. Now, you don't want to overuse this because it can actually worsen your skin, so you have to take certain precautionary steps to make sure that when you do use it, your skin glows. To start, you're gonna take a small pea-sized amount after your regular skincare routine, and then using the points of your fingers, you're gonna apply it onto your entire face, moving upwards in circular motion. Vaseline is non-comedogenic, which means it hydrates your skin without clogging your pores. Now, in the short term, when you do this the first time, your skin's gonna have an immediate glow. It's just gonna shine. But in the long run, it's also gonna improve the skin texture, quality, and scarring that your skin might have. Now, when you apply it also matters. See, if you want to apply it at night, this is for skin health. That means you should apply it 30 minutes before you go to bed and allow it to stay on your face to really hydrate deep as you sleep. If you're using it in the morning before you head out, because you want that skin glow, let it sit for around 30 minutes while you do your morning ritual, but then grabbing a towel, I want you to lightly dab all the shininess off your face. Now, by this point, we removed all your nose hairs using sugar, used lip balm to soften your eyes. We thickened your eyebrows. We made your hair look healthier, and now have even made your skin have a natural glow. At this point, you look completely transformed, but I'm not done yet. Of course not, because I want to take it all the way up. I have 2 more steps I want you to do so you can truly see what the power of grooming can do to your appearance. This takes me to number 6. I want you to change the way you smile. Here is the most attractive way that you can smile at a woman according to science, not just my opinion. In a study conducted by the American Journal of Orthodontics, researchers had 4 men rate the attractiveness of 30 women who were smiling and not smiling. They then had 4 women rate 30 pictures of men in the same manner. What they found is that for women, 49% of their attractiveness came from their smile. But for men, 69% of your attractiveness comes from your smile. So I'm gonna show you the 4 most common types of smiles to see where you rank, and then I'm gonna show you which one's the most attractive one according to science. See, in 4th place, we have the shy smile. This is when you don't show any teeth at all. In 3rd place, we have the low smile. This is when you only show the middle section of your upper teeth. In 2nd place, we have what we call the normal smile. This is when you show the middle and lower sections of your teeth. And finally, the most attractive smile of all of them, we have the high smile, which is when you show all of your upper teeth. Now, I'm gonna give you a hack. If you don't use this smile naturally, I'm gonna show you how to make it seem more natural. I want you to place your tongue at the roof of your mouth and in the back of your upper teeth, and then try saying the word money. Like, it just came out when I said it right now. This is the smile you're looking for, which means that if you do this smile just more often, you're already on track to completely transforming your face and how attractive it's perceived. Now, I want to give you one final tip, which is number 7, and I call this a bonus tip because it's going to make everything we learned today better. Number 7, use the right camera focal length. You see, the type of camera setting you use will have a massive impact on how you look. For example, take a look at this picture. This is the same guy, but by just changing the settings on a camera, the photographer can either make him look skinnier or fatter. So, I'm gonna show you how to use the right settings on your camera to change how you appear, whether if you wanna appear skinnier and taller, or if you wanna appear bigger and muscular. I'm gonna show you how to set your camera up. First, position yourself in front of a camera as you normally would. If you wanna look skinnier and taller, ask the photographer to use the wide camera lens on your phone. This widens the field of vision, making you appear taller and skinnier. Then you can just always crop and zoom in to have the image you exactly want, so it doesn't even look like you used the wide lens. Now, if you want to look bigger and muscular, you're gonna ask the photographer to take a few steps back and use the zoom in effect on the camera. This will narrow the field of vision, making your muscles fill in the image more, which will overall make you look bigger. And if you combine this technique with the power of grooming I showed you in this video, boys, all of you already are attractive. This just finely tunes you to be a 10.